Om Shri Ganeshaya Namo Namah. Greetings to everyone, all our brothers and sisters across the globe. Green morning, green afternoon, and green evening to everybody, whatever time zone you are in, wherever you are. Things are getting better. We all have gone through very difficult times and challenges in 2020, rolled into 2021 also. Nobody knew about the second wave and something called a mild third wave. And of course, quite a bit of it after the Spanish flu. I think this was the greatest tragedy to the humanity which had taken shape and which gave such a kind of a jolt to entire world, the global community. However, things are getting better now, and we extend a very hearty welcome this evening. The first to join on the YouTube channel is Julie Subba ma'am from Manipur. We extend her a very warm welcome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have also been joined by Rishi Mohan. Great. International Chamber for Service Industry. It extends a very hearty welcome to all of you on Saturday. That's 26th of November. Just 4 days more to go for the month of November. And one more month, the December, and you roll into 2023. Things are changing. 19th century belonged to Europe. 20th century belonged to America. 21st century belongs to Asia. But as per Professor Jagdish N. Sheth, the leading management guru of the global fraternity, the first 50 years belong to Asia, and that means 2050 onwards, it will roll to African continent. And that's the way we look at it. However, let's make best use of it. It is still 2022. We have got a long way to go. 28 years, we can do wonders, all of us together till 2050 comes. Now, everything has got changed world over. How about education? Willingly, when we talk about our heart, have we brought changes in our education system willingly? Or was it that during the pandemic, everything went to a somersault into a different trajectory? Overnight, everybody running, adopting technology, whatsoever is possible, just try and push, pull, and adapt various permutation combinations and all these being taken into consideration. थोड़ा सा हम जानने की कोशिश करें कि लोकोमोटिव इंजन से हम कहां पर आ गए. Doctors, medical hospitals, where have we come to the robotic surgeries today? Take any department, take any area, take any kind of a segment of the economy. Everything has undergone lots of change. How about education ecosystem? There's something willingly and there's something circumstantially. Have we got changed willingly, or is it the circumstances, or is it the time demanded and we got changed? Anyway, let's move forward. Our chamber is working in the direction right from 25th of March 2020. We are focusing on education vertical. We are a chamber for service industry. We are with the non-resident Indian, with the corporate. And from time to time, we keep giving some vision documents and strategic papers and blueprints and policy documents to the various ministries, depending on where is the need and how it is. But during the pandemic and post-pandemic, we have realized, our chamber had realized, let's focus on education because it is the motherboard of entire human development. Whatsoever happens in this world, whatsoever we do in this world, whatsoever we become in this world, whatsoever we perform in this world, everything is depending on our education. Is it education alone? Or with education, we got to take on skills also. And when we talk about skills, do we move ahead to the competencies, to the capabilities, to innovation? Yes. When curiosity will be there, creativity would be there, innovation is bound to be there. Because when you're passionate about something, you don't get tired. Let's take an example. एक अंकल आपके घर पर आते हैं, आप बहुत टायर्ड हैं, शाम के 8:30 8:45 बज चुके हैं। सारा दिन आपने बहुत काम किया, मम्मा का भी हाथ बटाया, अपने ब्रदर को भी पढ़ाया, अपनी सिस्टर को भी कुछ शॉपिंग वॉपिंग सब्जी वब्जी मार्केट से लानी थी, वो भी आपने मदद की। यू आर ए गुड बॉय, यू आर डूइंग ऑल दीज थिंग्स इन द today's world. It means you're a good boy. Okay, and it's a late evening, and you say, Mama, now I want to sleep. No, you should disturb me. I don't want to have dinner. And let go to sleep. I'm very tired. And immediately, आपके घर की बेल जल बजती है, तुम तुम। और बेल के बजते ही एक अंकल आपके घर के बाहर खड़े हैं। और वो अंकल जो आए हैं, उन्होंने कहा आपके पापा का नाम लेकर, और उन्होंने कहा भाई कहाँ हो? उसने कहा भाई मैं यही हूँ। अच्छा, आओ भाई आओ, बोलो मैंने आज नई कार खरीदी है। अब आपके काम खड़े हुए, आपने सुना अंकल हैज परचेज न्यू कार। ओ माय गॉड, यू जस्ट जंप आउट द बेड एंड यू से एंड यू कम, यू आर फ्रेश एज यू आर इन द मॉर्निंग। क्योंकि आपको कार चलाना अच्छा लगता है, आपको कारों का शौक है। आप कार को देखते हैं, उसके मॉडल को, उसकी नई चीज को, उसकी मशीनरी को, हर चीज को। टेक्नोलॉजी में आपका इंटरेस्ट है, एंड दैट इज द वे वी वर्क ऑन। तो आप अंकल को विश भी करते हैं, गुड इवनिंग अंकल, हाउ आर यू, हार्टिएस्ट कांग्रेचुलेशंस, यू हैव परचेज द न्यू कार, कौन सा मॉडल लिया, कैसी है, क्या है। और फिर आप अंकल को कहते हो, अंकल आप आओ ना मेरे साथ बैठो, मैं आपकी गाड़ी में आपको एक राइड देता हूं, बिकॉज यू एंजॉय दैट। कैन वी मेक एजुकेशन सेम way? Excuse me. If education becomes interesting, joyful, stimulating, rewarding, और आपको पता हो कि इस पे कोई रिवार्ड मिलने वाला है, तो आप देखिए आपका पैशन क्या होगा। I enjoy these things quite a bit. So, innovative trends in education and skills for future teachers. Teachers, you are right at the center of the whole system, ecosystem. क्योंकि कोरोना के बाद सबको समझ आ गई है, माता पिता को भी समझ आ गई है, जब बच्चों को घर में रखा है, व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ टीचर, व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ स्कूल, व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंट इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ ऑल द पीपल दोज आर engaged in education ecosystem. We all got to realize that. So let's talk today something very interesting about innovative trends in education and skills for the future teachers. I'm pretty sure हर आदमी जिंदगी में तरक्की करना चाहता है, आगे बढ़ना चाहता है। हर इंसान ये चाहता है कि मुझे एक अच्छा करियर मिले, एक अच्छा फ्यूचर मिले, एक अच्छी सैलरी मिले, मेरी इकोनॉमिक प्रॉस्पेरिटी हो। उन सब चीजों को लेते हुए वी आर टॉकिंग right from 25th March 2020 with all of you related to what is education, what is education ecosystem, and what all we can do over there. आइए आगे बढ़ने से पहले मैं जो लोग YouTube पर आए हैं उनका मान सम्मान उन गुणीजनों का करते हुए आगे बढ़े। ऋषि मोहन जी, मोहित चौधरी जी, स्टूडेंट क्वेरीज, वेमुजो वेरो, प्राची कलीता, पंकज त्रिपाठी, निशंत मौर्य, निशा अग्रवाल, मनीषा चतुर्वेदी, साक्षी चौहान, इशिता शुक्ला, and K. Jobalakshmi, S. Was Imphal, BBA Foundation, and of course, we have got from Tripura. All the dignitaries, those are joining over here, my greetings and best wishes and a happy evening to all of you in India. And let me just move global now, because people, those are getting up in Canada, it's early morning, and in Europe, it's afternoon, and it's an evening in India and the neighboring countries, wherever we are. Claudia, hearty welcome to you. Thank you. Hearty welcome to you as well. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Happy Constitution Day 2022. आपको याद होगा भीमराव अंबेडकर जी, the father of Indian Constitution, when the Constitution was adopted, and it was adopted by the Constituent Assembly of India, आज के दिन 26 November 1949, and it became effective on 26th January 1950. ये आपका एक क्विज क्वेश्चन भी हो सकता है अगर आप किसी एग्जाम में अपीयर हो रहे हैं तो। डॉक्टर बी आर अम्बेडकर जी ने ऐसा भी कुछ कहा था कि I measure the progress of a community by the degree of the progress with which the women have achieved. You know, when you give respect, when you give the frontal seat to the ladies and they become bhagidar in every project, then you see how the nation progresses. और एक सर्वे आया था 2019-20 का, I still recall, and where it was given for the first time in 2019-20, the women's school teachers in India, they outnumbered 2019-20 was 96.8 lakh teachers in the country, and 49.2 lakh teachers, they were women at that point of time. तो देखो चौहान जी भी जुड़ गए, लाइश्राम धामिनी जी भी जुड़ गए, आनंद मुखर्जी भी जुड़ गए, and Lakyajit Gohin भी जुड़ गए. Hearty welcome to all of you. Thank you very much for joining. It's such a pleasure to see all of you on the YouTube. Mohit Chaudhary ji, thank you. Let's move ahead, ladies and gentlemen. International Chamber for Service Industry. When I talk about, somebody has informed me on the YouTube that the voice is breaking. Let me just try if the voice improves now. Please do let me know if the voice has improved, because I have gone on the different mode, because I'm traveling at this point of time. If the voice is better, please do let me know. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a link between India and over 32 million Indians abroad in the different countries, wherever they are, our brothers and sisters across the globe. Let me just move ahead. Innovation. We are going to talk about in detail on education. Yes, somebody informed me the voice has improved. Thank you very much. Very kind of you, because I'm traveling at this point of time. I'm experiencing different parts of India, how the bandwidth is, how the people are facing challenges when we are having digital innovation. Okay, let's talk about innovation in education. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I recall and remember Steve Jobs, you all enjoy Apple phone. Let me just talk over here about it. Innovation means first something different and something better. Whatever is available with you now, how something can be different and how something can be better. You know, whatever service you are giving or whatever utility you are having of any product or service, how it can be better is. Let me just go further onto it. It is a fundamentally different ways of doing things with better and different outcomes. Both the different and the better must be significant and substantial, particularly when you're talking about innovation. What is desirable to user? What is viable in the marketplace? And what is possible with technology? That all combinations overlapping each other's, combination of these three, that gives a birth to when we talk about innovation. So we are going to talk about innovation in education. Now, innovation in education should be defined as making it easier for whom? For teachers as well as the students, and to do the things they want to do. That means students want to do and teachers want to do. Teachers should get the space. Teacher को इतनी हमें फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी जरूर देनी चाहिए कि अगर वो कुछ इनोवेट करना चाहते हैं, करिकुलम के बाहर जाना चाहते हैं, कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट करना चाहते हैं, कोई एक्टिविटी करना चाहते हैं, you know, these are the innovations that succeed, scale, and sustain. That is something when, you know, you talk about innovation. The great aim of the education is not knowledge, but action, action, and innovation to inspiration, innovation to something better. Because let's take an example. And I'll give you one quiz question. You can do in your own time. Later on, see it on the Google. Do Japan do innovation or improvisation? or is it a combination of innovation and improvisation? Both the things are very important. We all should try and see that. Now, innovation in education, when we talk about, ladies and gentlemen, when we are talking about education and we are talking about innovation, it's a process of facilitating learning. What is the ultimate aim of the education? Education का main purpose क्या है? There should be facilitation in learning, transferring knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, habits, or anything whatsoever you can talk about. And it can be through various modes. किसी को स्टोरी कहकर, किसी के साथ डिस्कशन कर कर, किसी के साथ टीचिंग और लर्निंग का पेडागोजी बनाकर, ट्रेनिंग के थ्रू, रिसर्च के थ्रू, एक्टिविटी के थ्रू, और एग्जाम्पल्स के थ्रू, और anything whatsoever you can adopt in innovation which can facilitate learning, that is innovation in education, which we all have to realize. Now, let me see some more people on the YouTube. Mamta Chauhan ma'am, Sakshi Chauhan ma'am, Julie ma'am, Mohit Chaudhary ji, Wamuzo Vero, and Habung Tayo, and then Esposa Imphal, all the dignitaries, those are joining. Hearty welcome to all of you. Thank you very much. Now, education is our passport to the future for tomorrow, belongs to the people who prepare for it today, because that is something which we all have to understand. What a beautiful canvas has been drawn. It is so difficult for me because it's so elaborate, and आप 1 घंटे का सेशन सिर्फ इस एक स्लाइड के ऊपर कर सकते हैं, और रदर आप घंटों इसके ऊपर बातचीत कर सकते हैं इनोवेशन की. This is a beautiful, kind of draw which has been done by somebody. Innovation in education, and where you talk about social think tank, how to improve learning, how to improve system of learning, how to use technology in learning, what great ideas can be there in learning, how the boom of digital learning is coming, how there is a data-driven innovation, and how students, they are driven with the transparency, and children can use education anytime, anywhere, in any mode, in any form, depending on their mood. And there are different players in the entire ecosystem of education now. And learning is now a lifelong journey. It is not that एक बार आपने पढ़ लिया, आपको जॉब मिल गया और उसके बाद आप वहीं से रिटायर होंगे. Some of the research which are showing is that people will change their job 6 to 7 times in one lifetime. Children, students, youngsters, millennials, you're very fortunate. And sometimes I feel कि हम अब क्यों नहीं पैदा हुए. You have got so many sources and so many resources and so many pedagogies, and you've got so many ways to get the information, knowledge, wisdom, practical permutation, combination, applying all that in your life. You can do wonders. You can do wonders. All that depends on. Now, a lot of comments are coming over here. People are writing and they are giving wonderful quotes to me on the YouTube. Those who have joined on the YouTube, you can see, you can read. There's something wonderful which is coming from Prachi Kalita, Sakshi Chauhan, J. Subbalakshmi, Pankaj Tripathi. They're writing a lot, something wonderful. So, innovation in education is something very, very important. Ladies and gentlemen, this entire slide gives the canvas of the entire education ecosystem, what it was, what it is, and what it should be, and what it will be. There are a couple of things which have been given in your own time. I would request you, after today's presentation, we have given the source also down below. Go through this slide in detail, and we have to do more in education together. When we talk about EdTech, particularly the digital disruption which is coming, and particularly when you talk about Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, big data, machine learning, and the smart gadgets which are coming in the entire ecosystem, Now, innovative trends in learning and education, we all have to respect. Let's increase the pace of the talk. First, I will take school education and then I will take higher education. Let's first focus on school education. Now, when we talk about the innovation in the school education ecosystem, the things that will change as technology is rapidly changing the world around us, many people worry that technology will replace the human intelligence. Please, please, please remove that myth. It is never, ever going to be. Technology is to facilitate you. Technology is to empower you. Technology is to engage you. Technology is to strengthen you. And technology is to give you innovation. Some educators worry that there'll be no students to teach anymore in the near future, as the technology might take over a lot of tasks and abilities that will have been teaching our students for decades. Ladies and gentlemen, thankfully, the educators have started also changing with the times. The trend in the K-12 schools, education ecosystem, when we talk about education these days, is that learning institution should try their best to keep up with the recent advancement in the technology, to better teach their students, to give them the latest. Nighttime when you go to sleep and in the morning when you get up, do you know what all is coming up? What all is available over there? You would be amazed when you get up in the morning, what all is coming up over there. I personally feel, of course, I realize teachers are parents also, teachers have got relatives also, teachers have got social life also, but teachers, your responsibility and role is going to have a somersault, and there's something more coming up for you. But be passionate, enjoy that, adopt that. And once you adopt that, you'll find your job would be stimulating and rewarding, and you'll be enriching. Let's come further. Why not we should think all the times? Why not, अगर हम किसी सड़क पर भी जा रहे हैं, किसी जगह को क्रॉस कर रहे हैं, वहां पर जो बिल बोर्ड्स हैं, कियोस्क हैं, कोई लाइट लगी है, कोई चीज स्ट्रीट में जा रही है, कोई नए तरीके की कार जा रही है, why don't we observe the things? Why don't we think about that? इसका कलर ऐसा क्या है? इसका अगर बैकड्रॉप का कलर ये होता तो ये क्या चीज होती? ये कियोस्क ऐसा होता तो क्या होता? ये चीज ऐसी होती तो क्या? You got to be thinking. And what could be, like you say, different digital tools and other kind of a new pedagogies and andragogies and heterogogies and everything. When we talk about thinking tools, when you talk about, you can use big think tools or the visible thinking routines that can be developed. There are a lot of things you have to take care of it. And when we talk about thinking tools, how to use them, there are hundreds of interesting, thought-provoking tools that exist for thinking through problems, sharing insights, finding solutions, encouraging children, divergent solutions, respecting and encouraging. Yes, your solution is very good. Your explanation is very good. And when you talk about the problem-solving loop, that comes first of all, identify what is the problem, then explore the information and create the ideas related to that, what you call as a problem, and then select the best idea out of that. Thereafter, you can, test that idea, whether you can build on that idea, you can test that idea, and thereafter evaluate the results. If you find it is meaningful, adopt it, because it's going to be useful for everybody. That is the way we have to take care of. We have also been joined by Vidhi Jaiswal ma'am, BBA Foundation, and other dignitaries. Those are joining over here. Manisha Chaturvedi. We extend a very hearty welcome to all of you. Thank you very much for being a part of this journey and all of us together. Now, what could be project-based learning? जिंदगी भी तो एक प्रोजेक्ट है. जब आप शादी करते हैं, तो शादी के बाद, मैरिज के बाद जो आप अपनी प्लानिंग करते हैं, अरे भाई, मैरिड लाइफ भी तो एक प्रोजेक्ट है. आप आगे बच्चे पैदा करते हैं, वो भी एक प्रोजेक्ट है. एवरीथिंग इज प्रोजेक्ट. आपके आसपास नेचर में, वातावरण में, एनवायरमेंट में, जो कुछ हो रहा है, you are the part of this entire universe, and there should be a project-based learning. हम अपनी एनवायरनमेंट से सीखते हैं, अपनी कम्युनिटी से सीखते हैं, अपने पेरेंट्स से सीखते हैं, अपने बच्चों से सीखते हैं, अपने टीचर से सीखते हैं, अपने कलीग से सीखते हैं, हम सब एक दूसरे से सीखते हैं. And life should not be, where the education should not be theoretical. If it is project-based learning, students should already get acquainted with the project-based learning in the high school and before they move up in the ladder. This is when the organizational, collaborative, and the time management skills can be taught as a basic that every student can use in their future academic careers. Project-based learning. Everything should be project-based. कोरोना के टाइम में घर में सबने मिलकर सारे घर की व्यवस्था को ठीक से किया. किसी ने पोछा मारा, किसी ने बर्तन मांजे, किसी ने खाना बनाया, किसी ने छत पर अपने ऑर्गेनिक सब्जियां उगाई, किसी ने घर की बाकी चीज को लुक आफ्टर किया. बिकॉज एवरीथिंग हैड कम ऑन टू स्टैंड स्टिल. नोबडी वाज मूविंग अराउंड. इट वाज ए प्रोजेक्ट and we adapted according to the situation. Similar way, when you talk about the ways to teach innovation, it should be project-based learning. That is something very important, which we all have to understand. Now, things that will change. Future में क्या होगा? टीचर का रोल क्या होगा? क्योंकि इंफॉर्मेशन तो नेट से आ रही है, इंफॉर्मेशन डिफरेंट सोर्सेस से आ रही है, इतनी नॉलेज आ रही है कि अगर I was just trying to, share with somebody, and he told me, who's an authority on YouTube, he told me, एक दिन में जो वीडियोस एक YouTube पर आती हैं, एक दिन के अंदर 24 घंटे के अंदर जितनी वीडियोस YouTube पर आती हैं, अगर आप उन सारी वीडियोस को देखना शुरू करें तो आपको 4.5 साल का टाइम चाहिए. एक दिन की वीडियोस. Can you imagine? 4.5 years you require to watch one-day videos? Can you imagine how much information is coming from different sources? So teachers, your role also has got changed now with the technology and with the time. There are 3 T's: teachers, time, and technology. Okay, your role is going to be now of a co-learner and mentoring. Mentoring will become more important. Teachers will form a central point in the jungle of the information. Itni information aa rahi hai that our students will be paving the way through performance. Though the future of the education seems remote, the teacher and educational institutions are vital for the academic, performance. That is something very, very important. Now, as a mentor, what can you do? Teachers, what can you do as a mentor? Come on, let's talk about it. You can motivate, you can advise, you can make them successful, you can give them direction, you can give them coaching, you can give them support, and you can tell them you can achieve your goal, adapt this particular technology, and you can give them the desired training which is relevant for the future. That is something very important. Now, leading innovation in our school education, when I'm talking about, what worked before doesn't work today. जो पहले चल रहा था वो अब नहीं चलेगा. सब कुछ ट्रांसपेरेंट हो गया है, सब कुछ सामने है, और जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. That means, teacher, when you talk and when you share your information, parents, grandparents, those are sitting next to the net and next to the computer, next to their child and grandchild, they can make out whether this teacher is prepared for today or not. So you got to be well prepared. To make effective sense of unfamiliar situations and complex challenges, we must have a grasp of the whole situation, its variables, its unknowns, and mysterious forces which are there. This requires skills beyond everyday analysis. It requires innovation in education. And that is the topic today: innovative trends in education and skills for future teachers. Leading innovation in our school education. If the child can't learn the way we teach, maybe we should teach the way they learn. Why not to change it? Consider the 5 C's, which are very, very important in education ecosystem. lot of views are coming and lots of endorsements are coming on the YouTube. Vemuzo Vero, Vidhi Jaiswal, Julie Subba, Pankaj Tripathi, Sakshi Chauhan, and all the people, Mamta ji, thank you, Manisha ji, thank you. All the people, those are writing over here, they're taking lots of efforts to put their views. Now, एक बात समझने वाली है, अगर बच्चे को वैसे समझ नहीं आता जैसे आप पढ़ा रहे हैं, तो बच्चे को वैसे पढ़ा लीजिए ना जैसे उसको समझ आता है। आप एक डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, डॉक्टर मरीज को दवाई देता है, क्या हर मरीज को एक जैसी दवाई देता है? क्या हर एक को एक जैसी मेडिसिन देता है? नहीं। जिसकी जो बीमारी है उसके हिसाब से उसकी प्रिस्क्रिप्शन देता है, उसके हिसाब से उसको दवाई देता है। तो भाई आप समझ लीजिए, एजुकेशन के अंदर भी बच्चे को वो दवाई देनी है, सिस्टमेटिक दवाई देनी है, पैशन के साथ देनी है, हैप्पी होके देनी है, ह्यूमर के साथ देनी है, जॉयफुल होके देनी है। Now consider the 5 C's in innovation in education: critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, and communication to connect. That is something very important, which we all have to realize. BB Super Foundation, thank you very much. S. Vosa from Imphal, thank you very much. Now, leading innovation in education, when we talk about something very interesting, the thing is, education will never disappear. Please understand that. एजुकेशन कभी भी दुनिया से खत्म नहीं होगी। इसका रूप स्वरूप, पैकेजिंग, रीपैकेजिंग, रीथिंकिंग, रीजुनोवेटिंग एंड रीहार्नेसिंग, एवरीथिंग कैन चेंज, but education will remain. It may be in some other form. It will be just taking up a different forms. Here are 9 things that will shape the future of education during the next 20 years. Let's talk about it. You know, something very interesting. First, diverse time and place, personalized learning, free choice, project-based learning, field experience-based learning, data interpretation the best possible way. Exams will change completely. Students will take ownership in education ecosystem. And finally, I repeat once again, mentoring will become more important than teaching. Mentoring. You're going to be the coach. You're going to be mentoring. From school education, higher education में आ जाते हैं। हर एक बच्चे को हायर एजुकेशन में बहुत आगे जाने की, रेगुलर कॉलेजेस वगैरह की क्या जरूरत है, हम जब इसकी बातचीत करते हैं, और या वो अपनी प्राइवेट ग्रेजुएशन करें, मास्टर्स करें, साथ में स्किल्स एक्वायर करें, और उसके बाद कोई ना कोई जॉब लें, क्योंकि हर पेरेंट ये चाहता है कि मेरा बच्चा इकोनॉमिकली इंडिपेंडेंट हो और मुझे मदद करे। लेट्स थिंक अबाउट हायर एजुकेशन। नाउ there is a digital transformation whatsoever is coming up, and that is bringing a lot of innovation also. Now, technology trends, when we talk about in higher education, technology will advance cultures of change and innovation. Where will technology take the higher education in the next few years? The NEP 2020 has come. Will there be a flipped classroom models in action? Will there be a hybrid education? The technology in higher education will be used, you know, in a very catalytic way for promoting culture of innovation. Higher education institutions can become the leaders in promoting innovation, not only across their field, but in their community as well. That is the way we have to see. Technology is going to play a very important role. So digital strategy execution has to be there. There has to be a learning environment. There has to be emerging education trends, and there'll be administrative different systems. So digital transformation in innovation will bring a lot of new pedagogies and andragogies. Now, somebody has given a wonderful idea, which you see over here. Ideas for a pedagogy for online learning: distributed pedagogy, situated pedagogy, agile pedagogy, engaging pedagogy, intelligent pedagogy. When we are talking about the innovation, when we are talking about higher education, and when we are talking about passion of students, ladies and gentlemen, the final finale which comes to our mind is innovation in education is very important. Innovative, creative, curiosity, dynamism, technology, adaptation, digital, everything. Yet, the challenges in improving learning and life outcomes require true innovation. We need solutions that are both different and better, pushing the boundaries of educational possibility. एक चार दीवार के कमरे में एजुकेशन अकेली नहीं चलेगी, वो चार दीवारें निकल गई हैं, बाउंड्रीज खत्म हो गई हैं. There is no box or out of the box. Now the whole globe is Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. All of us, we are together world over. We got to see it from that point of view, and we got to understand from that point of view. We got to change with times. We got to change with technology. The time, technology, and teaching methodologies and creativity, all that is going to change every moment and every minute. Oh my God, what a beautiful picture when you look at it. How it is, information is coming from different sources from all around, and we are the part of nature. Education is not separate. Education and our ecosystem of the nature, all of us together, how do we take on education is something very important. Teachers and youth, you're next to our heart. Our chamber is very, very close to all of you. And we take into consideration, we have completed almost 1,600 webinars during the pandemic itself, having started on 25th of March. We are also proud that our chamber brought India's first finishing school way back in 1994, with the personality development, communication, collaboration, creativity, and curiosity and innovation and critical thinking and design thinking, everything we have been working together. More than 52,000 youth and 35,000 teachers, they passed through this entire process of education, empowerment, employment, and entrepreneurship, because we believe in thinking skills. We believe in innovation. And now, with the passage of the time, we have moved forward, because brick and mortar institution of finishing school is no more. We are moving to the inspirational lab, where every school, college, university, ITI, polytechnic, vocational training centers, skill centers, and wherever the education is being shared, learning, teaching is taking place, you've got to be adopting curiosity, creativity, imagination, innovation, design thinking, critical thinking, adaptive learning, immersive learning, project-based learning, lifelong learning, joyful learning, and empathy in education while learning. Now, when we talk about inspirational lab, it's a 6 verticals: mental wellness, physical wellness, professional wellness, social wellness, economic wellness. Capacity of the teachers is very, very important to be built world over, wherever you are. Whosoever is in the education ecosystem, there got to be a capacity building of the teachers. And that's why we have brought the inspirational lab for teachers and youth. And whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Let's come together. Let's make world a better place for our children and grandchildren and future generations to live happily. And they should feel that our ancestors left something wonderful as a legacy for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, till date, we have completed 1,733 webinars. Your YouTube channel, ICSI India, is yours. Subscribe it, like it, share it, comment it, and subscribe it, and press the bell icon so you get the information well in advance. Tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m., we will be coming live to you right from the United States, the reality of waking, dream, and deep sleep states. सपने क्यों आते हैं? क्या सपने आने चाहिए? सपने आते हैं तो क्या लेकर आते हैं? और ऐसा क्यों होता है कि जब हम जग जाते हैं तो जो कुछ सपनों में देखा होता है, वो जितना रियलिटी का सपना होता है, आप बस में भी चढ़ते हैं, ट्रेन में भी बैठते हैं, फ्लाइट में भी बैठते हैं, आप सारे काम करते हैं, आपको सारे लोग दिखाई देते हैं, पर जब आप इस लाइफ में, इस दुनिया में सुबह उठ कर आते हैं, the world is altogether different. Vidya se adhyatam vidya ki aur. Tomorrow morning, we'll be having 9:30. Our president coming to you from the Woodbury University, Burbank, California. And शाम को 7 बजे विश्व कल्याण के लिए आयुर्वेदा परम शुद्धि सप्ताह Agni and its important role on human body. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Don't forget, it's a global wellness and health tourism through Ayurveda. और उसके बाद हम आपको कनाडा लेके चलेंगे. Tomorrow is Sunday. We meet our NRIs, brothers and sisters, Indian diaspora. और कल कनाडा की सर्विस इंडस्ट्री में we will talk about medical tourism, health and wellness tourism, together with two of our distinguished guests. Look forward meeting you tomorrow in the morning at 9:30 पहले कार्यक्रम में, और उसके बाद फिर शाम को 7 बजे, और उसके बाद रात्रि के 8 बजे. अब इनोवेशन को ध्यान में रखिएगा. अपने घर में जहां पर भी आप हैं, जिस जगह पर भी इस समय आप हैं, इनोवेशन को ध्यान में रखिएगा. इनोवेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड एवरीवेयर. इट्स नॉट ओनली इन एजुकेशन. आवर लाइफ के पूरे इकोसिस्टम में इट फिट्स इन सो वेल. एवरीथिंग एवरीवेयर वी शुड थिंक, इसकी बैकड्रॉप ऐसी क्यों है, इसका कलर ऐसा क्यों है, ये फोटोग्राफ यहाँ पर क्यों है, ये क्या दिखाना चाहते हैं, ये टीचर्स ट्रेनिंग टेक्नोलॉजी टुडे एंड टुमारो T5 क्यों दिखाते हैं, वोकेशनल एजुकेशन और ट्रेनिंग क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है, B2B बैक टू बेसिक्स आफ्टर कोरोना क्यों है, सॉफ्ट और लाइफ स्किल्स क्या है, फॉलो योर पैशन क्या है, इस मन की उड़ान क्या है, एंड आप क्यों कहते हैं आई कैन, आई विल एंड आई मस्ट. So, ladies and gentlemen, together, let's make education and skills relevant. Look forward meeting you tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. तब तक के लिए